on, guys? Outdoors with D-Man here. Wanted to bring another video about all the gear that I ride with to keep me safe from the elements and just for the warmth and protection and the comfort too. So bunch of things here that I have, a bunch of extras that I carry with me in there, and everything that I shove in there as well. This is all gear that I've kind of accumulated over the past couple years. Some stuff is new for me just because my old stuff kind of just wears out. But usually once I have something that I really like, I don't like to get rid of it unless I put like holes or tears or something in it, or if it just kind of gets super old and needs to get replaced. But we'll start. Let's start with the helmet actually. So this is from FXR. None of this is sponsored, by the way. If you guys do want to sponsor, reach out to me. But again, none of this is sponsored. This is all gear that I really have tested, have tried. I've gone through multiple different things to get everything down that I like. And so this is kind of what it's come down to right now. But we'll start with my helmet. It's an FXR Torque. I think, yeah, it should be the Torque helmet. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the Torque X. So that's what I use. I don't know if it'll focus here, but this is what I like. I came from a snowcross helmet. I might go back to the snowcross helmet with heated goggles, but I'm not sure yet. I like this helmet. I've used it probably the past 5 years, 6 years maybe. But it's been fantastic. I haven't really had any complaints. I guess the only complaint that I've had, this thing gets pretty scraped up on the inside and the outside too. It kind of creates like a haze and a like a blurry effect to it. Granted, with all the cleaning that I do to it, but that's really the only complaint that I have about it. Otherwise, the rest of it is fantastic. Super warm. It has a breath box in here. Probably can't see it too well. I can probably bring it up there. Breath box is there. Works great. It does have the visor. I don't use this. I think it's kind of garbage. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of it. I kind of just suck it up and brave the sun. But that's what it also comes with. This you can kind of move back and forth. I have mine in the most forward position to get the sun as best as it can. Pretty tall guy. I got a couple of nicks walking in the bars right there. But a couple of the additions that I've added. This lights up red. I saw this at a snow show probably 2, 3, 4 years ago maybe. And I bought it online. Let's see. That, I believe, is the company. It's not going to focus, but Bite Harder. I really like this. This helmet originally doesn't come with like a red backing. I think everybody should ride with one of these, just especially in like snow dust and stuff. It's a good way, and especially these are LED too, so you can see them from quite a far away. Mine's red. They come in like blue, pink, green I've seen. I think I've seen orange and maybe yellow too. But I really like these. So then it kind of just wires into the plug here, into the helmet. And it all kind of plugs in, and then it loops back down into the heated cord and powers both the heated windshield and the light. New addition this year is the Siphon Sound Pro. I'm still kind of getting the hang of it. I like it. It does put a lot of pressure on my ears. But honestly, for the music that I get to listen to, I don't really care. I kind of just deal with it. So this is all new. I haven't had any issues with it. It doesn't die very quickly. So I've been happy with that so far. Front here, just a standard action camera mount. I switched to a DJI Action 5 Pro instead of the GoPro 10 that I used to have. It's a world of difference. I really like the DJI instead of the GoPro. Way better features. So if you're looking to get an action camera, I would go with the DJI without a doubt if you can get a deal with it. But otherwise, just kind of mounts to the side here. And this kind of, I gotta level this out a little bit better. I have another mount up here, but I realized that with how tall I am and walking into bars, I kind of forget to take it off, and I've smacked my camera around a couple times. So yeah, always really nice helmet. We'll see kind of what I go with maybe next year, 2 years down the road. So next, we'll do like base layers. So usually I'll wear just like a regular t-shirt underneath. But I ordered some Klim Teton merino wool shirts that are probably going to come here hopefully in a week or so, maybe less. But those are hopefully going to be a lot better. But usually then on top of the t-shirt, I'll wear just like a kind of like a zip up, I would say. I have three actually different kinds. I don't know what kind this one is. I don't remember by chance. This one's more like the kind of bulkier one, I would say. More for colder days. I have a different one that's a lot lighter and not as bulky for kind of the warmer days. This one's for the colder days, sorry. But a couple pockets in it. This thing's very, very comfortable. Very, very happy with this. This is actually new this year for me. The other one that I have has gotten a little bit worn out because I like wearing it all the time, but this is my favorite one. I really like it. To go on top of that, again, FXR ride jacket. This I've had for probably 8-9 years, maybe less. It could be like 7 years, not sure. I know I got it pre-COVID, I'm pretty sure. I really, really like this jacket. Safety reasons for me, and then growing up with my dad, he's always had an orange jacket because he's always been the leader in the group. And now I've kind of taken that over because I drive like an idiot. But I like having orange. It's got the Viz strips here too. And then obviously the orange high vis color so people can see, especially being the first one coming up and we're going around corners, and then just riding at night and having snow dust and stuff too. So I like this jacket a lot. Bunch of pockets, pocket here, pocket on the front. These are vents, pockets on the sides here. So no shortage of pockets. It has a nice kind of a inner layer. So I never get cold in this paired with the jacket over there. Paired with this, I don't get cold. I actually, realistically, I ride with this probably halfway down because I get so warm because this jacket is crazy warm. So I have really no intentions of replacing this unless I rip a massive hole in it. But yeah, really, really nice jacket by FXR. So yeah, I don't know the exact jacket, but I got this at Heydays. So really like it. Big fan of it. We'll go to bibs. These are the Polaris bibs. Again, don't know like a big name because I've had these for so many years. I don't know the exact kind. These things are ungodly warm, crazy warm. My dad actually has the Gore-Tex ones. These are not the Gore-Tex ones. So his are even warmer. But me, I wear shorts year round because I just get so hot. I wear shorts underneath these because these get so freaking warm. They're so warm. But maybe usually if it's -10 or less and I'm riding, I'll wear sweatpants. But other than that, I never get cold with any of this gear at all. Never get cold. In fact, I probably get more warm than anything. But yeah, so these they're suspenders. They come all the way up. I'm tall, so XL tall. I don't think these have, there's no like brand or anything, but pockets, bunch of pockets. No shortage of pockets on these. Zip up from the side. They have like the boot clamp there, the boot Velcro that go around it. And then I broke my buttons last year. Wasn't too happy, at least on this side. So the button in, but no complaints with this either. These are probably my two pieces of gear and the helmet that I've had the longest, that I haven't had any issues with, and they're probably my favorites out of everything. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we'll do face mask in this. So I rock a Klim balaclava. I don't know which one this is either. I've had this for probably 3 years now. Really, really like it. I think this, like the chest, could be a little bit longer. I do tend to have this kind of sneak out the top of it. Oh, there it is. The Arctic. So the Arctic balaclava. This, I wish the chest thing was probably a little bit longer, maybe 3 inches, 2 inches maybe. But sometimes it'll sneak out. So I kind of put this FXR sleeve here kind of over the top of it. Usually I'll ride with this all year. But sometimes if I get too warm, I'll take this off. But this is just kind of just an extra. These are really cheap. You can get these sometimes for like $10. But yeah. Gloves, I'll do gloves in a little bit because I have about 90 different gloves. Well, probably actually 5, but boots. These I've had a couple years too. Klim boots, Gore-Tex boots. I don't know what kind these are, but these are 600 grams. Really, really like these. Big fan of these boots. I really, 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 really like these boots. These I got before they went to I remember what the crank thing is called. But the newer boots that Klim has that crank that makes everything a lot easier. I don't mind the strings. These boots are probably my favorite. That's why I haven't upgraded. They're super, super stiff. So it keeps my ankles in line without rolling them. Because some of the old boots I used to have, I used to roll my ankles a lot. These things are meaty. They're really, really meaty. They're super warm. My feet don't get cold, but I also wear kind of merino wool socks with it too, so that probably adds to it. But I really, really like the stiffness of them. It's the only reason why I haven't upgraded, and I don't plan to upgrade unless I destroyed something or they get beat up. But yeah, really like these boots as well. All right, so this is my bag of stuff. So this is the big Polaris bag. This is what I keep on the back of my sled. Usually I just have extra gear in it, but I have a whole bunch of different gloves that I ride, that I usually tend to keep with me. Yeah. All right, so these are all, we got, yeah, 5 pairs. So these are new. These are new. This 2.0 liner is new. And these are my old pairs of gloves. These were probably, so these are the gloves that I had the last probably 3 years, 4 years maybe. Really, really like these gloves. Big fan of them. I couldn't find what, I don't remember which one these are. These are the Power Cross gauntlets, it looks like. Yeah, it's not gonna focus, but I really like these gloves. They've kind of gotten worn out on the inside. I noticed them getting like a lot more colder, so that's why I had the Klim Windstoppers, the Liner 3.0s that I paired with those, and I didn't have any issues with it, but I knew I kind of had to upgrade because these ones were getting pretty darn worn out. But yeah, the grip was kind of fading a lot, and I noticed that they'd get a lot more colder compared to my other gloves. But these 2 liners, this liner I bought just for like $10. Usually I'll just use these when I'm like starting my sled up or getting stuff ready, but the Liner 3.0s are a lot more warmer than the 2.0s, of course. These are the Windstoppers, so usually I'll pair these with like a glove if it's a really, really cold day and if my Rox handguards don't stop the wind like they should. But these 2 gloves are new this year. These have a liner actually in them too. I didn't realize it when I bought these because I got these like super cheap off of Klim. I think it was they're moving stuff around, so I got these for relatively cheap. These ones have been really nice, actually. I like these for like super cold days. Granted, we haven't had like many super cold days, but when I went up to Sidnall, Michigan, it was like -10. I wore these and I didn't have any issues with them. So these are really nice. These ones are really warm as well. They're not as like, I would say these ones are probably a lot more bulky than these ones. These ones don't have like any leather or anything. I think this is more like the wind stopping technology that Klim has. But I really like these. These are my choice gloves that I ride with right now, but usually these ones will all kind of stay in this bag with me when I go out riding. No, let's see. So usually just a couple other things. I always keep my hat in there when I'm going into bars, and then just a beanie too. Always have a pair of wool stockings, or not stockings, socks, in case something happens. I can just always use these and put those on over whatever I have. This is just a battery charger for like a phone or my action camera that I can plug into. But this is also the Polaris bag. This thing is really, really nice. Nice and big. Uses that locking technology that they have down here. But big fan of this bag. I like it. Otherwise, I kind of keep just a bunch of like a flashlight in here. I got a bunch of like zip ties, electrical tape, duct tape always, and then can koozies, because why not? But let's see. And then just a big gear bag that I bought off of eBay. I think it's Ogio, whatever that is. But it's a Polaris branded bag. So I really like this bag. Got it for cheap too. That's the only reason why I got it, because I'll never pay full price for stuff. But it fits all of my gear without issue. No problem at all. You can shove your helmet, your bibs, your jacket in there, gloves, boots, yeah, pretty much everything. Face masks. And just kind of shove it all in there, stock it away good, zip it on up, have no issues. Got a bunch of different zippers on the front here, handles on the top, and then the handle for like if you're going in like a hotel or something, but and then the hard plate here too, so you don't bust it all up. But so yeah, so that's pretty much all my gear that I ride with. If you notice, I stick with like some pretty big brands. Klim is probably my favorite brand. They make really, really nice stuff. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but also been riding for 20 some years. So this is probably my favorite stuff and my go-to for riding gear. Realistically, if this stuff probably goes, I might stick with FXR for jackets. Bibs, not sure. It'll probably be a toss-up. Helmet will probably be FXR or Klim. I don't know. Everybody's got a different pronunciation for it. I call it Klim. But yeah, so all my gear kind of stays relatively the same. So I've tried like Castle. I've tried, what are the other ones? Like Fly gear. 509. I'm not a fan of 509. I don't like 509's gear. Sorry guys. Not a big fan of it. But I've tried all of the gear across the companies that are out there in the snowmobiling industry, and Klim, Climb, and FXR is by far my two favorites that make quality gear. But if I'm gonna choose anyone over the two, it's always gonna be Klim for gear. But yeah, so any questions, you can drop them down below in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. This is kind of the gear review. If you guys got any other video ideas or stuff that you want to see, be sure to reach out. Let me know in the comments. But otherwise, take care. I'll catch you on the next ride.